Episode 46. So Eva begins to yell for help, saying that Leslie's not well and that she locked her in the utility closet. Oh, you just now realizing your mama crazy? Get the hell out of here. It's too late, Eva. You should have stopped this crazy woman a long time ago. So now, because crazy mama is turning on her, oh no, everybody, she's crazy. Help me. Next, Smitty and Martin grabs Leslie and attempt to take her out. Eva tells Ted to get Nicole out of there, and Nicole tells Martin and Smitty to let Leslie go. So Nicole says that somebody needs to tell her what's going on. Next, Leslie says she wants everyone to know about Ted. Of course she does. Next, we have Dr. McBride, who's checking on Vanessa, and Vanessa's in the hospital. I guess she ate something bad, or something that she ate had a negative effect on her, and she's in the hospital with an IV drip and getting some nausea meds. So next, Nicole tells Ted that Leslie is Sherry, not Dana, the woman from the hospital she told him about. And Kat says this is Leslie, Mona's friend. The Kat is saying that Eva and Leslie live together and they've conspired to come and cause a disturbance at the anniversary party. Little do Kat know it's a lot more to the story. Next, Vernon stands up and goes to the front of the room and tells everyone that Leslie is in the midst of a medical crisis and they will get her the help she needs. He tells everyone to leave except for immediate family, and that is Vernon, the politician always gotta create a positive image even out of chaos. Next, Ted tells Leslie he'll give her one more time to leave, and Leslie says that ain't gonna work, and Nicole begins to cry. And it's like, Ted, really? She done put on this expensive dress. She done came and caused this domino effect of events that led to this night, and you think she just gonna bust up and leave? Yeah, right. Leslie tells Ted he was so convincing even when she told him she was pregnant. And Nicole begins to cry again, and everybody feels so sorry for her because she has totally been blindsided. And everybody's shocked, and Leslie says that Ted told her he was going to stay with Nicole because she was pregnant too. And Leslie had to get an abortion and leave town. So Leslie says that Ted called Bill, and Bill offered her money to leave town and threatened her that if she didn't have an abortion, she wouldn't be safe. Leslie says that she took the money and had her baby in secret, and she introduces Eva as Ted's daughter. Eva confronts Leslie and tells her, you told me that Ted didn't want anything to do with me. But as Eva can see, Ted had no idea who she was. Next, Martin stops Ted and tells him he can't believe what he heard. And Martin says Nicole was at her lowest and Ted gets someone pregnant. And Martin says he remembers when Ted would take him to meet Leslie because Leslie worked at some kind of bakery or cafe and she would give him a brownie. And Martin pushes his dad and Smitty grabs him. And here we go, Martin with the anger problem. But I mean, this time I can understand his anger because he was being deceived and he sees that, wow, this story started a long time ago and now it's gotten to years later. He sees the results of what happened way back then because he was a little child. He had no idea that there was more to this woman who was giving him brownies. Next, Eva comes up to Ted and he tells her, not now. And he says all he can think about is that he should have listened to Kat. He said Kat knew all along that she was up to no good. And Eva says Leslie kept telling her that Ted abandoned them and never looked back. So she tells Ted she tried to stop Leslie, but it was too late. And then she asks Ted for his forgiveness. And it's like, girl, y'all and you and your mama then threw this bombshell on Ted and his family. And you actually think that in the aftermath of all of this, and Ted's getting it from everywhere, that he's going to forgive you when you could have handled this situation a lot different. Ted basically lets her know that he doesn't have time to deal with it, and he does it because he got a lot to deal with at that moment. And Leslie comes in and tells Eva if anybody needs forgiveness, she should have asked her after she told everybody she was crazy. So Leslie tells her, you made the wrong choice. And it's like, girl, no, I don't think she did. The problem is that she waited too late to make her choice, because she should have made her choice a long time ago before it got to that point. Because as Eva can see, going along with her crazy mama was the wrong choice. What did Leslie get out of it? Everybody is upset. It's chaos. I mean, Leslie's looking like a pariah. Eva as well. Ted is hurt. Nicole is hurt. And they have been good to Eva. So really, what did you get out of this? Next, Nicole confronts Leslie, and Leslie says that you're here to give me a verbal beatdown. Say what you're going to say and move on. And Nicole tells Leslie that she's vivacious and bold, and Ted needs someone like her in his life. And then that's when we realize that this is a damn hallucination, because there ain't no way in the world, after all that's been exposed, that Nicole gonna say, oh no, you're the better woman. He needs you in his life. And of course, it was a hallucination. Somebody needs to get Leslie some meds pronto. Next, Naomi texts Bill and asks him if what Leslie said about him threatening her baby was true. And Bill tells Haley that Ted's mistress showed up and spilled the beans, and Naomi and Chelsea got questions regarding his involvement. And yeah, Bill is looking like the town pariah again, along with Leslie and Eva, because now people are starting to see this darker side to Bill, especially his kids. Next, Kat runs into Eva, and Eva tells her she was right all along. Next, Leslie comes to the Dupree's home, and she's bold, because after you did all of that at the anniversary party, you gonna actually show up at these people's house, and she better be lucky that they're affluent, because if she went to some people's house like some people who was not affluent, or just, working regular jobs day to day, she would have got dragged. She wouldn't have wanted to pull up at the house, not for real. So Leslie tells them that she didn't mean to crash the party. She just wanted everybody to know about Ted and what he did. And I mean, like, what the hell that got to do with them? And that ends the episode.